look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim, book a bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even pass me that, I don't want none of it. He's freaking mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got me hot as a laser, my posse keeping irate and we super.
新美光的球迷朋友们，大家好。我们在这一周呢，已经连续2场呢拿下胜利，特别是昨天晚上，哇，惊涛骇浪。希望呢今天可以跟各位在一起呢，再守下一城。我是今天的主持人，球给彭尊的彭尊。
我是你们今天的主持人，我的名字叫汉地汉德利。现场所有国王的球迷朋友们 ，Make some noise！
耶！哇，很多人昨天也有来过，
真的。当然呢，在我们新北国王老样子，在4月1号跟4月2号这2天的主场赛事，跟我们乐高玩具专卖店 Brick Papa 携手合作举行孩子王 Kids Week 主题周，结合共同品牌理念，激发年轻一代勇敢做梦，并且努力实践。无论年纪大小或者是各自的领域，就可以成为自己心目中的王者。
那其实进来呢，在商品部呢就可以购买这一次的限量的惊喜礼盒以及周边商品。那也有机会呢，你就会有机会能够抽奖价值上万元的乐高模型。我刚看一下，有霍格华兹的那个火车，还有各项商品。那所有小朋友、小公主、小王子、亲子呢，都非常欢迎你们全家一起来看球。
没有错，那海霸王呢也在今天的中场举行中场游戏之吃寿桃大赛。那我们呢将邀请6位幸运的球迷朋友们与我们一起同乐。参赛的球迷朋友们，你们必须在不用手的情况下呢吃完3颗寿桃。最快完成的优胜者将会获得海霸王餐饮所提供的现金抵用券5000元。那凭券呢可以至海霸王集团餐厅消费抵用，每次消费呢限抵1张。那可以用于呢打狗爸餐厅以及海霸王餐厅以及甲天下台菜餐厅。那在4月底之前呢，相信大家手上都有拿着这个拍拍扇，每一次呢在我们新北国王的主场都把拍拍扇打到烂掉了，为我们新北国王是这个用尽全力来帮我们加油。那在4月底之前，只要带着我们的海霸王拍拍扇至打狗爸呢，就可以享有个人锅物8折的优惠。
那今天呢，一样有2柔解锁任务，只要呢敌对罚球2球连续不进，我们就有早午餐买1送1。所以希望呢，全部的新北国王球迷可以一起来帮忙。那如果没有完成也没关系，凭票根呢就有9折的优惠，所以大家记得呢，你们入场的票根都千万不要丢掉。
好的，那我们在本季每场主场赛事将随机抽选1位幸运的球迷朋友，可以在该场赛事结束后的1个月期间内，前往 Lululemon 任意门市进行产品体验，并且可以带走价值8000元的商品。所以呢，就像彭尊讲的，大家一定要留好你们的票根，我们会在宣布今天的幸运中奖名单。好了。在比赛开始之前，让我们先用最大的暴动声，欢迎新北国王啦啦队 Quiz 所带来的开场表演。
Yes, sir.
All right, DJ sound, drop the quiz.
I'ma break you off, let me be your motivation to stay and give it tonight. Baby, turn around, let me give you innovation. Yeah, 'cause I do it so right. You got that good, good, baby, don't you? Got that good, good, baby, don't you? But you leave it so low. Ain't regular, that ain't regular. I ain't gon' keep fighting for it. Ain't gon' keep fighting for it. 'Cause you know this thing here ain't regular, that ain't regular. Falling into the
girls, let me hear you one time. When my get it girls always looking so fine. So my badass bitches, put your hands to the ceiling. If they ain't with it, let them know. Fall back quick, I'ma let you go. I don't ever trip, that's not what I do. All I know, if you can't make a choice, I'ma choose for you. Every single time you hit me up with a new excuse, I just fall back, I just fall back. Anytime I think that we getting close, we get out of pocket with the shit, start doing the most. I just hope your energy's the same soon as I go ghost. I just fall back, I just fall back.
尖叫声给我们新北国王啦队 New Taipei Queens。
新北国王禁卫军是联盟首支进入季后赛的球队，靠着所有的球迷朋友们一起努力呐喊，今天我们依然不能松懈。今日要迎战来自新竹街口工程师，精彩的比赛即将开始。首先为各位介绍新竹街口工程师，2号江广谦，5号宋宇轩，7号曾国玉，9号田浩，12号李佳瑞，21号易波卡，23号吕其敏。接下来为各位介绍先发5人 Starting Five，3号泰勒，4号高国豪，8号朱云豪，24号郭少杰，31号阿提诺，总教练林冠伦，助理教练沈星汉、陈泽宇、谢尔马丁、黄胜富，领队 Lisa 姐。请所有球迷把目光移至上方大荧幕。Are you ready？ 接下来进场的是新北国王。首先为各位介绍 Number 24关键大心脏小胖洪志善。Number 9全能后场指挥官新北标盟玫瑰林凯燕。Number 10禁卫军弓箭手微笑射手杰恩佑哲。Number 3来自国民体的小米陈俊南。Number 50来自政治大学小豪曾宇豪。Number 19皇家大锁榜哥林金榜。Number 30最强居酒屋老板杨新志。Number 50禁卫军门神护国三军昆士David。 接下来为各位介绍先发5人 Starting 5 Number 1 Joe 这样被你征服 One of One 九松力李书伟 Number 55新北直升机年糕 Henry Go Number 17， 我大苏系苏世学。Number 25， 来自政治大学 Omar 小 Q 牛马。Finally， Number 6， 禁卫军士官长。新北拉美族战士杨志明，中将阮上助理教练马卡佩拉许浩成，体能教练刘振宇，首席体能教练张崇熙，数据分析师林振宇，球队经理彭志虎，防务员邱博凯、吴崇豪，总经理毛嘉恩，执行长陈信生。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Surprise, the Plus League English broadcast changing venues over the weekend. After their OT win last night, the new Taipei Kings welcome in the Hsinchu Lioneers. And how appropriate for a long weekend, we have the Kings Kids Week presented by Brick Papa. On the standings tables, just earlier, the Kaohsiung 17 Life Steelers defeated the Dreamers, and so we have the updated standings right there, where the Kings stay on top. They clinched the playoff spot in a previous win, with the Braves clinching number themselves at 3. Pilots still looking for form. Will play again on Tuesday at 3rd place. It's Chen, He Zhou and Eddie Zhang Yaozong on the Mandarin broadcast. 球迷朋友们，你找到了 Plus League 的英文直播哦。要看守正跟耀宗的转播，当然就按到中文的连接。但谢谢你的收看，记得我们 Plus League 转播都要按赞。The Kings, most important thing to know about their current roster constructions is their import player Byron Mullins suffered a lower leg injury a few weeks ago, and so they've been playing with only one import for the time being, that being Kenny Manigault, as they did not carry 3 imports to the registration deadline. And on the other side, the Lioneers are looking for much better form themselves, having
我这礼拜腰状况有比前阵子再好一点，因为毕竟我从2月底开始受伤，中间的比赛其实都一直带伤在打。那上个礼拜就蛮认真在复健的，所以就体现在比较不太会有疼痛。那练球状况，我觉得上礼拜大家练球状况都还蛮不错的，对吧？其实就是状况好的时候就会受一些我自己都觉得很莫名其妙的伤。其实从开季到现在，不管是我，不管是整个球队都一样，就是在大家状况正好的时候，总会有人就是运气没那么好受伤。那我觉得改善好像运气部分没办法改善，就是我们做好我们能做的事情这样子，然后去努力把自己调整到最好的状态。其实我们就是练球的时候，练球前都会看比赛的影片。其实这问题，看就是蛮多场比赛都有这个问题嘛。那我觉得如果今天我会上场的话，那当然希望 就是靠着我的沟通，就是开口讲话去带动大家防守都愿意开口，这样也许会比较少那种回防的问题。
That is second-year player Zhu Yunhao sharing that he's been dealing with a lot of injuries in his pro career, but he's been putting a lot of work into rehab. They had a good week of practice, and for the team and himself, a lot of small injuries for Zhu Yunhao himself, saying, especially when he starts playing good, that's where some of the nicks start coming in. And asked about the team defense, well, of course they watch footage and practice really hard, but he pointed out communicating more and encouraging his teammates getting on the same page is how they'll address that simply to the cameras. And as a starter, Zhu Yunhao averaging 10 points a game, 5 points a game off the bench, a 37% three-point shooter on the left side column, second row. And he's averaging 32 minutes played in his starts. He will be getting the start today. Wearing a face mask, maybe also dealing with a little bit of illness at the same time. He'll be going into his 18th start of the season, easily surpassing last year's 12. The interview on the other side, his fellow second player, but 3 years younger in Chen, participating in yesterday's overtime victory for the Kings over the Taoyuan Pilots.
我觉得在这一季定位比较明确一点嘛。那 Ryan 教练也是负责我的影片的工作，然后他也会在赛后就拉着我看影片。然后我觉得比起第一节上场，我觉得更开心的是，现在在第4节决胜期有更多的上场时间，也代表就是我的确是有做到教练团跟球队需要我做的工作，这样对吧？就是因为在最后那一球了嘛，我也知道那一球只要我们守住，我们就赢了。 所以我就贴得离防守者很近，因为我知道我们的 Q 他已经5犯了，他不能再犯规。然后我只是想要在第一线就把他停下来。然后我是觉得掩护过来的时候，我已经没有时间反应了啦，所以就撞上去，这应该就是一个进攻犯规。然后就跟礼拜2那一场一样的对手，一样的人来挡，这一次我赢了。因为 Byron 不在，那我们的进攻就是。 对我们的进攻是真的蛮有影响的。那我们也一直跟 Kenny 说，就是他必须要跳出来，就是要多得一点分啊，对啊。然后他昨天第4节，他前3节才得4分，但他第4节得了10几，快20分吧，对啊。那就是在那段时间，我们也是一直做球给他，然后就是叫他说他拿到他就自己想办法攻掉，对吧？那他也就是帮我们把这些球投进，不然我们昨天真的。 说实在，打的真的是不好啦，他等于是他一个人救了这场比赛啊，对啊。
Chen or Xiaoming or Steve, he's got a lot of nicknames for just being a youngster, sharing that his role on the team is more clear now, and head coach Ryan Marchand is personally responsible for his video studies and a number of the other Kings. Having a chance to close some of these games in the fourth quarter is a big boost to his confidence. Well, the man they talked about and getting the pre-game graphics card is Kenny Manigault in the 4 games without Byron Mullins, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3.3 steals, while shooting the ball better than before at 41% from the field. He only had 4 points in the first 3 quarters, but took over the show in the fourth quarter to help the Kings even the score up to send it to overtime. And it's pretty obvious to all the observers and certainly the players and the coaches that without Byron Mullins, the Kings having a little bit troubles on offense, but having Kenny Manigault step up in that fourth quarter, huge. And the last note was Hsinchu playing defense in that last possession. He said he knew that Q had 5 fouls, and so he needed to increase the pressure on number 69, Lu Jingxiang, who was the ball handler in that last play. And he also knew the scouting report, it was Jeffrey Ayers coming up for the screen, just like last Tuesday's matchup against the Pilots, and not enough space for the defender is a illegal screen. And the head-to-head so far, the Kings are 3-1, victory, loss, and victory. It's the fewest games played of any season series. Bai Jianzong will be the crew chief of tonight's officiating staff. A couple minutes to go before tip. It's the Hsinchu Jinko Lioneers starting lineup. Jeremy Tyler, William Martino, number 8, Zhong Yihao, we mentioned before, Guo Shaojie along with Gao Guohao. And for the Kings, it's Omar, Ni Omar, James, or Big Sushi Su Zixuan, Joseph Lin, Ling Shuwei, Kenny Manigo, and Amigo Yang Jingming, wearing their all-yellow jersey set and the Brick Papa yellow t-shirts to go with it too. It is a long weekend here in Taiwan with the official day off supposed to be Wednesday for a tomb sweeping day or Salmujie, but the government said let's make it a real long weekend and really clog up the freeways on Saturday morning. The bad news for the Lioneers, 3 of their first 4 head-to-heads against the Kings were in Hsinchu, where they are 1-2. The Kings have scored 100 points in every game, and the Lioneers only win. They scored 100 points, 107 to be specific, to 106. That was all the way back on January 14th. As mentioned, the Kings had a overtime victory yesterday and are playing on a back-to-back, so a big test of the physical and mental fatigue that presents. It was only the 2nd overtime game in the Plus League's 3rd season, and the only one to occur on Saturday, as the Lioneers defeated the Braves a while back. That was all the way on November 20th in the double OT victory over the Braves, 108 to 104. A lot of youngsters step up in that one, but that was on Sunday night. We'll get to the rest of the notes as we will have a ceremonial tip-off. Number 25, Omar out of Zhenzi University there in the middle. Newest Lioneer, Jeremy Tyler, wearing the number 3, used to be the number of Ling Mingyi, or affectionately known as Mini-Me. The Lioneers wearing their black jerseys, or Zainan Dalanqiu set, which has been a huge hit all 3 seasons. Quickly, Tyler to Artino to Zhuinghao, and there's the easiest 2 points. Joseph Lin handling, his brother having led the Steelers to a victory, an important victory over the Dreamers, setting a new league record with 16 assists. He had the previous record at 15. Artino, stopped by Su Zixuan and forcing up a shot. See, I told you that first layup was the easier shot. To Omar from the corner, a little too strong. Lioneers, previously the 4th place team in the league for many weeks of the season, now ceding that to the Dreamers as Oscar Gao Guohao getting the reverse lay with his left hand. He is a natural lefty, let's not forget. Ball out of bounds, they say it'll stay with the Kings. Oscar just going to work against Joseph Lin. The 2 of those gentlemen opponents in the Plus League Finals, where Joseph was a member of the Braves. Down to Omar, he steps through, but that one's partially blocked by Artino. Already with a 4-point lead. Oscar, a little side stepper. Ball but brushed off. Amigo will pull up in transition and he'll overshoot it, nothing but air. Quickly to the other side, Zhuinghao with the alley-oop. I think Oscar Gall was the one to deliver the pass. He was. Trying to get on the scoreboard. Amigo guarded tightly by Hsinchu, but now getting a little space off the foot of Omar. And here come the Lioneers. They turned it over, throwing it up the middle. Not great rhythm right now for the Kings. And he's big Sushi. Sushi Shrimp got the steal, but Aaron passed to Joseph Lin. There's a whistle as the Kings commit the first foul of the game. Coach Greg Lin in his third season with the club. Of course, well detailed how it's his first professional team coaching assignment, having been a longtime player in the SBL. Lioneers get the switch, but are looking for the pass. Tyler off glass. They continue to extend on the lead. Jeremy Tyler had his best game in the last outing for the Lioneers. 32 points against the Dreamers as Kenny Manigault kind of ping-ponged around. He draws the foul. Looks like William Martino. Oh, excuse me, it was on Jeremy Tyler. There you see the score. Jeremy Tyler, 210 centimeters tall, which is about 6'10" and a half. A little bit over the head of Omar. That'll be a backcourt violation. So add a few turnovers in the mix too. Coach Marchand on the bench, or in front of the bench, the LED boards. Oscar probing, going with the right hand this time, but it's a stop for the Kings as Manigault to James. Cannot get the angle, and a whistle from the slot side official. Beautifully running down on the play. Maybe this will be the chance for the Kings to get on the board. A little bit of an excuse me foul. But the refs protecting the shooter, especially when they get up and off the ground. But a missed free throw for James. Played a couple years at the Taiwan Trust. But he goes 0 for 2. We played just about 3 minutes. The Lioneers going good. A little pistol action. Tyler off the mark as Kenny Manigault skies up in the air for the board. This time another foul. Hsinchu with the sliding foul. And that makes it 3 on the Lioneers. Another look. And Kenny Manigault having to play sometimes power forward. Bosalje, they're on the baseline. Took a hard hit on the screen, it seems, as Manigault gets the first score. Tyler screening for Bosalje. Diving right. Hsinchu, but Amigo's all over him. Skip pass to Bosalje again. Off the side of the backboard, though. Manigault getting past Jones, too strong. Quickly to James, he'll try from 3, and it's off the front iron. Another long rebound to the Kings. Only have the one Kenny Manigault field goal. Lioneers have been playing the defense tough. Doing how posting of Joseph Lin, that's not his strong suit, so it's Martino's turn on Omar. Couldn't get the bucket, but we'll get the foul out of it. As mentioned, Nioma getting the start again. Never more than 20 minutes played in the third season, though. He's done that in the second season, his rookie season. So a little bit of a, what do they call it? In Mandarin, they call it in baseball, 假先发. Where you put the relief pitcher in to start the game. Somebody help me out here. New Taipei Queens in there to help out the home team. Even bringing in a few props. Five Queens on one side, 5 on the other. Willan Martino sinks that second one. 9-2 for the Lioneers as Amigo to Kenny Manigault. He'll rise and fire. 2 soft bounces, but out. Trying to go with speed. Guo Shaojie has that one knocked away. Once again, Kenny Manigault, would he be credited for a steal? Now Oscar foul, so the Kings will be shooting the free throws, bonus free throws for the rest of the way in the first quarter. Got a few more seconds until we get to TV timeout territory, though. Sure, both teams trying to save their timeouts, especially if you're the Kings. That TV timeout could be an extra rest as we have a jump ball in there. Omar and Zhuhao. Substitution first as he hasn't played very much in this season. Number 23, Liu Qiming, or Mickey. Previously playing with Taiwan Pijiu, Taiwan Beer, and Puyuan. A pro since 2013. He's in for Guo Shaojie, who, recall, took that hit on that screen. 8 seconds on the shot clock. James backdoor. Looks like it taps off somebody's foot. And the referees are finally coming together to talk about it as the scorers table will have the guys head to the bench for the first stoppage of the game. We'll sort that all out, but we have these messages for you, the viewer, plus league action after this. Queens will retreat from their, shall we say, first quarter performance, first quarter timeout performance, as the officials might have got a look, went to the monitor and will change the out of bounds call. Lioneers will come out with the same 5 they went to the timeout with. And on the Kings side, Quincy Davis will check in for the first time. There's Anthony Bennett, been with the team all season. Last year was a member of the Steelers. Quincy Davis in 4 consecutive games playing more than 30 minutes. And of course, Byron Mullins is absent, so not yet a starter, but taking up a lot of those minutes. He goes to screen as Joseph Lin dribbles it out of bounds. Defended by Oscar. Turnovers keep piling up for the Kings. Yesterday they had 28 versus 27 of the Pilots. Tyler going at big Sushi and banks it in. Nice change of direction, going right to left there. Manny Gall and Davis in a pick and roll. Now he'll shoot. And the long arms of Davis getting another board. Lioneers need to be better on the rebounding side. As Chen slices to the hoop. He scores. Got a little screen assist there by his teammates. Chen only averaging 2 points. Oh no, that's another player. 3 points per game. As Jeremy Tyler with the step back. Keeping the Lioneers lead at 9 points. Chen 14 minutes per game, 3 points per game. Joseph Lin had a little bit of space, but opting to pass. Hall trying to stick with Manigal, who fires the pass through a few guys. Now it's the Lioneers on the break. Oscar to Mickey, to Hall. There's the score in the end, but they leave a man open, and it's Big Sushi or Sushi to score. Quincy Davis this time providing the screen assist. Well, good that everybody got up, but Jeremy Tyler couldn't defend 3 there. Chen commits the foul. The 2 players interviewed in the pregame. Here you see Oscar probably had a layup. Mickey giving it up to his junior teammate. Tyler from deep range, and it's perfect. Number 3 leading the game with 9 points already as number 9 Lee Kai-yin. No look pass to Chen, partially deflected as it deflects right back to him. Kyle with a step back 3. Another offensive board for the Kings. That's got to frustrate Coach Greg and the staff. Manigal to Hsinchu, but a little bit of butterfingers. Oscar getting fouled by Davis. And that'll be the team's 3rd. Hall in the arm lock with Davis. Haven't played in a little bit. Number 19, Ling Jingbang. Or Bang Bang. Or Bang Bang. Somebody educate me on that. If Ben Metcalf's in the chat, please leave a note. Taking over for Kenny Manigal. Tyler on the quick catch and fire. Continuing to add to the Lioneers' lead. Only 6 points on the quarter. 4 minutes left. Kyle in and out. 6 seconds left on the clock. Lee Kai-yin guarded by Artino. Probing from space. Here's a foul off ball. That's definitely tough to take for the Lioneers, but there'll be free throws coming up. The Kings have turned it over 6 times on the game. Jeremy Tyler shoving Quincy Davis a little too hard, they say. That's his second personal as Lee Jia-Rui will come in. Lee Jia-Rui was the former Lioneers captain and started the season as the Lioneers captain. Now it's Oscar Gogolhal. And off screen right now, Jeremy Tyler's not heading toward the bench. Trying to make an argument with Coach Greg that he wants to stay out there. He has been shooting the ball pretty good in this contest, just like that last game against the Dreamers, 5 for 10 shooting the 3. In and out with that free throw. Now the lowest scoring quarter in the Plus League is just 4 points. Kings have passed that mark, but if they want to be competitive in the game, they got to be getting stops and being more efficient. As Evan looks like he'll be called for steps, as a very livid Coach Greg and staff trying to make an argument. Let's see, the step. Well, he did. His right foot did pop up just ever so slightly. She's on the low post split action. Nothing comes up. Hall trying to guard the fellow number 9 closely, gets crossed over. The flip layup out of bounds, right over the shoulder of our cameraman there on the baseline. So another stop for the Lioneers. They only have 3 steals on the game to the Kings 6 turnovers. Of course, some of those out of bounds. Strip from behind and a chance for a fast break. Lee Kai-yin with a right-handed finger roll. Turning defense into offense. Benjamin trying the same move, but catches Mickey in the jersey, and that'll be another foul. And free throws for the Lioneers. I was worried Chen wouldn't notice. Lee Kai-yin had a couple steps on him. Get a much easier layup on William Martino. Cheating misses the first free throw. Only averaging almost 9 minutes a game as a Lioneer. That's in 23 games played. Quincy Davis has got good position, but has to back out of it. Little pick and roll. Yang Hsinchu did not even get his eyes on target. The other way they go, it's Artino up against 2, overshoots it, and team rebound for the Kings. Little 2-man game as Hall reaches in and commits the foul to stop the break. Also out of Tsinghua University. He was dealing with a number of injuries. Lioneers get Oscar and Jeremy Tyler back in. So Yushin with the short stint. Kings have gotten a few stops in a row, as you see 3.4 points per game for Chen. Makes the first free throw. That's an area you can improve in. Only 13 for 19 coming into today. But you kind of get a little bit of a sense of his footwork and his determination to improve. Nikki to Oscar. Jeremy Tyler nearby with the screen. Instead, it's going to be a catch and shoot. Forward for Evan. Poked away by Kyle. He's the one running. Switches hands on the layup, and a little personal run for number 9, forcing the Lioneers to call timeout as they are seeing their lead melt away, kind of on the backs of one man in Lee Kai-yin. Last year was a Plus League first teamer, and this season's seen his starting role ceded to Joseph Lin. But it's kind of worked out for both men. 1.4 steals per game for Lee Kai-yin has already surpassed that mark.
Now, they're going to talk about adjusting in the zone. We're not running 12 anymore. If it's dead ball or free throw, we're in 11. Zone 2, watch. Zone 2, hey. Zone 2. 2下，可以吗？田给到O，田给到O。Okay, wait for 田 right here. 所以田这一边 when he get through, Evan attack, Q, JT right here. Okay, let's go.
Coach Marchand anticipating the Lioneers perhaps to go to zone defense. That would be pretty apropos for how much they played zone last year with Simbular in the middle. Lioneers trying to get their 3rd win on the season, because after the Steelers' March 19th win over the Pilots, they have the fewest road wins on the season in the Plus League at 2, and they also have the lowest winning percentage. So taking advantage of the schedule and certainly a whole week's worth of preparation for one game. Might be a few things in their favor. Now has a little trouble getting over the timeline as Oscar gives it to Tyler on the elbow. Quick push shot, it's in. And a personal 13 points for Jeremy Tyler. Their only win against the Kings, Anthony Bennett had 35, Tarika White had 27. Quickly down low, Yang Hsinchu. That's the benefactor of Lee Kai-yin's assist. Now the Kings are going for 3 straight home wins, having defeated the Pilots 2 straight games. Tyler doesn't even let me finish. Airballs that shot. Having some words with, I don't know if it's his teammate or his coach. Easy feed as Evan kind of got lost there on the back line. Kings previously had 6 straight wins in a row after 3 straight wins. Another turnover, probably the easiest of Lee Kai-yin's afternoon. Big pass, now the mid-range pull-up. Off the back iron, and here come the Lioneers. A little careless with the pass. Oscar tries from 20 feet. Jibang Quincy Davis, former teammates at Puyuan. Shall we say a little while ago. Now looking for the pass and forcing it. Jeremy Tyler doesn't find any teammates until now. Now they'll bring it over the timeline. Shot clock turn off. Doing Hall. Realizing the time, takes his step back. It's airball, Lee Jia-rui. Gets the layoff off, but it's not gonna count, and there was no foul, they say. That's the end of the first quarter. The Lioneers on the road have a solid start, but the Kings haven't given up. We'll be back after this.
汉帝本人，我们亲自来到这个球迷这个坐的区域呢，特别找了一位球迷朋友。等一下呢，就是要来参加我们的猜哪位禁卫军。Hello， 球迷朋友们好，我是汉帝 Henry， 在我旁边的这一位呢，是我刚刚选中的球迷朋友。好，来看一下我们荧幕。上方呢，这位朋友是我们禁卫军小时候样子 ：A. 李瑞奇 ，B. 简佑哲 ，C. 林立人 ，D. 聂欧马。3、2、1，答对 ，A. 李瑞奇。好，下一张。哦，来了 ，A. 戴维斯 ，B. 洪志善 ，C. 苏子轩 ，D. 杨新志，请解答。恭喜答对 D 杨新志，来了最后一题了，只要你答对最后一题就有机会。A 陈俊仁 ，B 林立人 ，C 高承恩 ，D 毛家恩。3、2、1，恭喜答对 B 林立人，恭喜你成为我们这个第一个获得 Greek Papa 跟我们新北国王联名的惊喜礼盒，大家给他一点掌声鼓励。好，恭喜你！希望呢，接下来呢，继续帮我们新北国王加油应援，继续支持我们新北国王。
Welcome back to this broadcast. Be sure to leave a like if you're watching on YouTube. There was a Kings fan who paid good attention to yesterday's broadcast, or maybe he was on social media, as the Kings are part of their Kids Week theme. They're showing off some baby pictures or younger pictures of some of the Kings players, and he got, was it all 3 correct? Really winning a prize for the Kings. Taking it to the inside, Oscar getting the bounce. He had 2 points in the first quarter off of a reverse layup. Getting some of that scoring early. Zhang Xingzi looks for JJ, deep 2. Zhenbui starting the second quarter, misses with a pull-up jumper and followed up his own rebound. Down low, William Martino is knocked down. Oh, Quincy Davis and Artino in the vicinity, making a case with the referee. Getting another look at the first push, and Ling Qingbang coming over to help. Looks like he was the one that knocked over the newest naturalized player for Chinese Taipei, and William Martino. Quincy Davis being the first ever. Little flip shot, but off, as that one's blocked by Davis. Watch out of bounds over on the left side. It'll stay with the Lioneers. So the offensive rebounding bug going to the other team. Little the big screen as Tyler trying to get the layup off. Number 24, Venti or Hong Zhi-sen. This is to Yang Xinzi, a little baby free throw line jumper. He's not really in there for offense, but it sure help if he can make his open shots. Kind of get in front of Tyler as the pass looks like it went off the rim. And for Manigal to go to work. Oscar chases down that rebound. Foul pushing Zhu Yunhao out of bounds. And quickly, the Kings have 2 on their team. Right now it's a lot of ineffective driving by the Kings on offense. Not exactly finding their passing lanes. Meanwhile, the Lioneers have both imports in there, trying to take advantage. Oscar to Tyler, back to Oscar. Quick push shot is off. Manigault, the only quadruple double in Plus League histories, averaging a league high 6 assists per game, but commits the travel. Not get the dribble down. Here you see the stutter step. Three personal turnovers. He has had double digits in a game that was not the quadruple double game, to be clear. Trying to chase Oscar in the screening action as Artino takes it to the basket. No look alley-oop as Davis couldn't put it down. Fakes Artino up in the air. And he eventually gets the 2 points. You see previously, William Artino, he is capable of a three-point shot, but they've been going away from it for a few weeks now. Layup made by Hall. Benty getting the screen. He'll try from three. It's too long. JJ gets the offensive board. Manigault will try, and again too long as Sishin almost had a chance. It turns into Zhenbo to Artino, who falls out of bounds. And he might have been able to get a travel out of that as Zhenbo gets an earful from Coach Greg. That's where you want to take it in. One more step, make the defense commit. You don't have a high flyer on the other side of that break. Ball out of bounds as Omar, the intended target. About 8.5 to go in the first half. Lioneers still with the lead. It was 8 after 1, and it will still be 8 as Zhenbo throws it out of bounds. The intended target, Hall. So right now, both teams catching the turnover bug. Well, yesterday was a close game. Up here, I was down in Taichung, so I had to watch it on the broadcast. As Manigault, acrobatic, does not get the foul, but Omar on the follow-up is fouled. Manigault taking on William Martino. They say legal guarding, but jumping back into the picture. Will try, left-handed shooter, rattles in the first. From Senegal. A long rebound by James. I wonder if that's what James Ma was thinking about. He needs to have his namesake out there on the floor. He's got a corner three opportunity. It rims out though, as the Lioneers trying to catch the Kings in a little bit of a scramble. Tyler will go to the bucket. Martino at the high post, he was looking. And getting it back to Oscar as they finally get a 3-second call on one or either of the bigs for the Lioneers. So far in this second quarter, Lioneers 2 for 9 shooting with 3 turnovers as Manigault not on the same page. But a turnover the other way as Jeremy Tyler clinching at his right knee. They commit the foul. The Lioneers do, it seems. Certainly very concerning as Jeremy Tyler still in pain. You see the contact there, knee-to-knee contact. Of course, Omar not exactly setting a solid screen, and Kenny Manigault trying to jump that gap. It wasn't much of a gap, as you can tell. So Tyler is going to be helped up by his teammates. The trainer standing in front of the LED boards, but not coming in. But right now, it looks like Tyler will try to tough it out. Latest import to arrive on the scene for the Lioneers. He will walk off on his own power, but whether he will leave the floor or stay in the game, we're about to find out as Iboka fixing up his jersey. It looks like he's getting ready to come in. One thing, if you're Jeremy Tyler, kind of don't want to take too much of a rest and avoid it flaring up. Well, for the Lioneers, got to get refocused now. Venti. They get it around to Manigault. James will try from the top, but still off the mark. Kings in yesterday's contest were a 32% three-point shooting team as the Lioneers behind Galguahal get the three-pointer on their own. He's a 35% three-point shooter this season. Manigault getting the screen going left, overshoots the floater. Tapped out of bounds. They say off the Lioneers as William Martino trying to gesture for the replay. And it looks like they'll issue the challenge. And look, Galguahal getting the double screen and nobody steps up. That is their first three-pointer of the quarter. Meanwhile, on the Kings side, they are 0 for 8 on the game, shooting beyond the arc. Referees at the monitor again. Previously, it was, if I remember correctly, an out-of-bounds call as well. The Kings, as a team, one of the better three-point shooting teams on the season, but once again, that fatigue from back-to-back and overtime might be doing it. Of course, Byron Mullins is a very proficient three-point shooter, and if he rolls to the basket, usually draws a couple, so there's usually shooters open. Coming into tonight, a 33% three-point shooting team. The basketball will go to the Kings, so the Lioneers are out of challenges for the rest of the way. One notable player missing for the Lioneers is number 11, Xiao Sun-yi. Only the second time this season he's not in there. Huge improvement from his first 2 seasons with the Lioneers. He's a veteran player, but not had consistent playing time anywhere. Backdoor to Zembour, but blocked as he tried to get to the other side. Iboka picks up the offensive rebound. Ball didn't get on target. Zhunger will force it up. Iboka to beat the shot clock. He does. A little bit of a tie-up, but the referees let go. Kings go the other way. Manigault will fire away, but it's short. There's a double foul on the rebound, they say. Martino and Omar were tied up on the other side as well. So they're running down. Martino starts the contact, then Omar jumping in there as... At that point in the possession, makes sense, but you certainly hope that the referees can clear things up earlier in the game. They'll have a little conference going right now. Three fouls apiece for the teams. You see Omar's left arm getting into the body of Argentino, who did not appreciate that. Venti with a step back shot. Don't see that very often. Out of Taipei High School, along with a lot of other veteran players who played under Coach Rogers. Jeremy Tyler getting the hook shot in. Look it down the floor. Omar throws it out of trouble. And he's all so close. He hits. Impressive how he could get so far inside with Jeremy Tyler and William Martino defending inside. I will say, Tyler looks a lot taller than his listed 110. There's a rebounding foul, however, as looks like that'll deny the Kings a chance to go on the break. Just like that, Quincy Davis is coming into the game. Maybe that's why Omar's not able to stay out there for too long. He's very handsy out there as defender. Little floated pass by Oscar. To Tyler, back to Tyler. Stopped by Q. They'll stay with the Lioneers. So they'll switch sides on the inbounds. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tyler backing down James until he spins around for the short shot. Turns into a break for the Kings as Manigault, watch out there. Keeps his balance though. That's also a show of athleticism. Junior, the last man back. Kenny Manigault, number 55, 4 points on the afternoon. Now turning evening, 2 for 11 from the field. Makes that first free throw. He's also seen his minutes increase by quite a bit. Now a 40-minute and 45-second average. He was previously averaging only 35 minutes per game. And also expect Penn and Byron Mullins to alternate those fourth quarter minutes, as in the Plus League you can only have one import. James will head to the bench. Joseph Lin in that point, or maybe in the two-guard spot next to Venti. Mickey finding a little space, going left. He'll get the bounce. Manigault to Amigo. We'll try the mid-range. No good. Averaging 14.8 points per game, Amigo, last year's MVP, but sometimes he doesn't have that very obvious presence. 3-on-2 fast break. Joseph Lin sneaking behind the floor in the layup as there's a foul on the rebound. Getting some love from his teammate. Had a Good opportunity. You really don't know what happened from the broadcaster's table. A pass right in the hands of Manigault. Going with the right hand, and it might have just slipped his hands. The timeout on the floor called by the Kings. About 4 minutes left in the half. Oop, break. We have another Tuesday night basketball matchup between the Pilots and the Braves in Taoyuan, the last edition of PLG Tuesday Night Basketball. Kings out of the timeout first. Now the Lioneers join them on the floor. We were leaving things off with a couple Julian free throws. On the game, 8 points. I don't think he wants to stay on his number, though. Drops in that first free throw. Lioneers lead things at 35-26. A perfect 2-for-2 trip. They still have a lot of road games left on their schedule as Kenny Manigault slices and dices for two. Each team will play 20 home games, 20 away games. This is the Lioneers' 15th as Mickey coughs up the basketball. Manigault to Quincy Davis. There's a two-handed alley-oop. Slam by number 50. He's back on defense, guarding Tyler. He likes that turnaround, giving some room, and he blows the close shot. Got his own board and blocked from behind. They do call a foul as Jeremy Tyler getting a little pumped up, having a couple free throws come up. There you see Manigault reach in there. Delivered to Quincy Davis. Seen that plenty of times over the last couple weeks. Free throw made by Tyler brings his point total to 16. He averages 17 in only 3 games. And they switch around to props and it's not good. No good anyways, as now the Lioneers call timeout, or they're getting substitutions in, excuse me. Kyle, Davis, and Joseph Lin are 3 up on top. Joseph will aim up the push shot, no good. He still has no points to his name. Julian Hall, a little bit of a double team as Mickey got his eyes off the pass and he turns it over. To the other side, Amigo from the bounce pass by Manigault. They had a chance at the basket. Quincy Davis down low. Tyler will get the whistle and more free throws coming up. A little bit more back and forth conversations by the two teams if you're hearing it on the broadcast. Tyler will step up to the free throw line once again, but this time bounces out the free throw. There you see 17.7 of 16 shooting. 2 for 3 at the line. Short with this next one, and Manigault taps it to himself. A stop for the Lioneers, and here come the team on the fast break. Leon gets the reverse layup. William Martino with a nice assist as the Kings will use another timeout. Probably not happy with how that transition play worked out. Kenny Manigault and Quincy Davis locked in conversation as they head to the bench. Martino trying to get pumped up. Maybe Coach Greg taking a page out of James Miles' book with the tan suit, or James taking a page out of Greg's game day wear. At the free throw line, the Kings averaging 71%. That's the tops in the leagues. Meanwhile, the Lioneers at the bottom at 63% with a 5 percentage difference to the 5th place Pilots. So far in this game, they are 6 for 10, so just about that mark, and the Kings 6 for 10, so even. In yesterday's game, the Pilots had the free throw shooting advantage, converted on 18 of 25. 72% would be better than their average. Again, some quick notes from Coach Marchand and the staff, and the Kings are out first. About 2 minutes left before the halftime break. Fans, before we get there, and at any point in the stream, feel free to leave a like. Always appreciated. Manigault, Kyle, Amigo, Quincy Davis, and Joseph Lin, perhaps their best 5. Amigo at the elbow, doing help guarding. Trying to use the old man dad strength, and the offensive foul as Junior Hall going down to the floor with his hands to his face. He's going to try to look at the replay. That's not exactly the place to go. They try to clean up the floor. You see Amigo had the space, then closing in on it, and at a left elbow, hitting Junior Hall. He will claim, no, that's definitely hard to argue that the defender infringed on the offensive player's cylinder. Song Yushin brings it over the timeline. They get a quick double and end up turning it over. He was trying to throw it back to Oscar. Only 70 combined points between the two teams, as things have certainly ground down in this second quarter, especially. Kyle will try the mid-range, it's partially deflected. Now this time, Oscar trying to get it all the way to Artino. Lays it in front of Quincy Davis. They extend the lead to 12. So they led the first quarter by 8 points and wrap things up. They lead this second quarter by 4. Junior Hall starting the break. Hsinchu left open. He gets another lay-in, and the Kings, having already used both their timeouts, can't get a stoppage. Lee Kai-yen will go to the rack, leaves it for Q. An easy lay-in. Lee Kai-yen so far been the best King. Hsinchu deflected, and another turnover, trying to save that one inbounds. Lee Kai-yen feeling himself and missing the 3. Manigault shaking and baking, trying to get it off, but it's blocked. He'll be baseline out of bounds with just under 30 seconds. Lee Kai-yen, a little over the shoulder pass. Out of a line formation, Manigault will drill the 3. Big shot for the Kings as the scorer's table a little bit late, but they do get in the timeout for the Lioneers. Back to a 9-point deficit. Excuse me, the stadium scoreboard a little bit slow to get the totals up. As we listen into the Kings timeout, Lee Kai-yen, we've seen that one before. Our baseline cameramen have vacated under the basket spot to somewhere around the corner as Manigault on the set play.
Whenever we get a rebound, I want a shot quick at the other end. Get a shot quick at the other end, okay? Hey, 9 points. Let's keep it here. Let's keep it here, all right? Single digits, single digits. Here we go. Finish. Finish on 3. 1, 2, 3.
可以吗？然后完了以后 ，dribble head off 完，躲进来这一个 ，OK，ball screen stack， 然后完了以后 ，Yeah，you said ball screen，he said stack screen，send you inside，OK， 好，所以这一个完了没有？4秒，发爆 ，Will， 丢给 Will，hand off，last shot，OK，let's go。
Couple timing plays, it sounds like, for Coach Greg and the Lioneers. The Kings trying to defend home court. They are 11-2 at home, even better than the Dreamers last season, who finished at 11-4. And of course, in only 15 games on the regular season this year, we played at 20. So to be determined. Junior Hall comes up to receive the pass. Now back to Tian Hall. Tian Hall nudges Kyle back, and it's an offensive foul. And another turnover. That's going to be the Lioneers' 16th. Nudged Kyle before, and this time might have fooled the referee a little bit, but upper body and lower body involved, perhaps. He'll go off for the Lioneers to get some length in on defense. Lee Jare guarding Amigo. Little double screen as Artino comes out. Running low on time. Hanging on to the ball. Getting it off on time. Lee Kai-yen. Little short with it. The Lioneers were just about to run away with this one, but the Kings fight back. We'll be at halftime. Quick break before we bring you the team stats and then the individual stats, all after these messages. A little eating contest here at halftime in Hsinchu Gymnasium, home of the new Taipei Kings. If you want to look ahead to next week's actions, obviously Tuesday we have the Pilots hosting the Braves, but the Pilots and Steelers will be the home team, so be sure to get your tickets now. He Souzhen and Zhang Yongzhong on the Mandarin broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, solo for tonight's Plus League English broadcast. Happy to have yesterday Kirk Long with me down in Taichung. Look forward to his calling games with him and all of our other colleagues on the English broadcast. It's time to bring you the highlights from the first half where, as you might have been paying attention, it's been a low-scoring affair, and most of the time the control has been on the Lioneers side. Obviously, they're coming off a lot fresher than the Kings, who played yesterday and played overtime as well against the Pilots. So far in the game, the Lioneers have rotated 12 bodies in there, and so have the Kings. The Lioneers maybe strategically giving their starters a few more stretches of rest in there. And one thing's for certain, I feel like both coaching staffs have to be patient for the rest of the way. There's a lot of mistakes already made out on the floor, but you gotta expect that the two teams will keep on making mistakes. So being disciplined on defense and trying to find your rhythm as a team, we'll see how patient they can be. Yesterday they went to Kenny Manigault in the end, who scored 14 points in the fourth quarter to really save their bacon and eventually forcing it to overtime. 19 points by Manigault in the last quarter. The only time last season that a team played on Saturday OT and then followed up with another game was the Pilots beating the Steelers with Anthony Bennett suspended, and the Steelers followed that up with a loss to the Braves. There's the combined team stats, where the three-point shooting has been quite lackluster. A combined 3 for 20 for the two teams. Lioneers advantage rebounding the basketball there on the fourth row, 35-28. They've also committed way more turnovers at 70-12, and they'll look to increase their lead in the second half, but we'll take one more break. Leading scorers after this. It's the second segment here at halftime in a matchup between the Lioneers and the Kings. We lead things off with the Lioneers scoring, led by Jeremy Tyler's 17 points. Sung Hao following that up in his start today with 10 points. Oscar Gogolhal, the team captain, 7 points. And some highlights from Jeremy Tyler, who had 13 really quick points, efficient points in the first quarter. One thing definitely is a little bit of a concern, as he's not played that much basketball in the last 12 months, is his fitness level, because there's a dramatic decrease in production and only 4 points scored in the second quarter, only 1 for 7 shooting the basketball from the field. But one thing's for sure, he's definitely a very capable scorer when he gets closer to the basket. He's got obviously long arms, taller stature than the local players guarding him. That'll be a matchup to look out for in the second half. On the King side, Kenny Manigault, the lone import, as he's been for the last 4 games, with Byron Mullins sustaining injury. 11 points, followed up by Quincy Davis, once again coming off the bench for 7, and a trio of other locals with 4 points apiece. Kenny Manigault having to do it on both sides of the floor. One of the league leaders in steals and assists. Kenny Manigault is also really taking responsibility for the competitive of the Kings, clinching the playoff spot and now wanting to secure first seed overall. We'll be going to one last break before the start of the second half. Just about a minute to go for the start of the second half. Thank you for tuning into this Plus League English broadcast. Looking up some of the numbers from this season, the Lioneers are the weakest team defensively on the road, giving up 106 points per game, which would be the highest mark ever in Plus League team history if the season were to end this morning. So far, having a good defensive effort, only allowing 35 to the Kings. Meanwhile, they give up 39% shooting again for the home team's three-point shooting percentage. Now, that's not exactly a good match for the Kings being the most three-point happy shooting team at 37 attempts per game, but as we know from that early part, the team graphics saw only one made three by Kenny Manigault. So they're taking advantage, as I mentioned, of the schedule and also putting a pretty solid defensive effort. Wow, Lee Cayenne probably gets my vote for best Kings player in the game. Four points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. As once again coming off the bench. And on the game is -4. But of course he's played just 10 minutes. Kings will start with the basketball. Little back screen for, or shall we say, flare screen for Kenny Manigault in the right corner. Nigo guarded by Mickey. Sidestep to the corner is too strong as James tapped it out, but it'll lead to the Lioneers running down the floor. Artino spinning one way and the other. He'll get a foul. Got a little bit of a window. Here you see Omar was vertical at first, but then reached in with a left hand. Hsinchu came in to help. Free throws for William Artino. Drops in the first. He only had 3 points in the first half. 1 for 7 from the field. Makes both. Second half scoring started by the Lioneers. Joseph Lin attacking. They pass it around. Nigo, nice finds a solution as a couple Kings went down on the same play. Artino spinning baseline, nice move. Quick answer from the number 31. He is a natural lefty. Joseph Lin finding James jumping into a little bit of trouble, and the Lioneers running again. They'll stay with the Lioneers. Poked away from Martino. There you see Amigo finding James, who, because Joseph was so close, kind of crashed into each other. The Kings had 11 assists in the first half. Quincy in there right away. Mickey from deep range, but bounced out. Looking for Amigo on the block. Everybody settles in. He goes backdoor again. Erased by Artino. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And after Manigault, who finds Joseph Lin in the corner. The shot is on the way, but out. Amigo kind of played the smarts on Oscar there, ambushing him, forcing the ball out of bounds. There you see James slicing into the space behind Quincy, but Artino, or Ashinsen they call him, Mr. But he is Mr. Artino after all. Quincy Davis with another one of those bounced in dunks after Kenny Manigault's one-handed jam took a bounce up and then a couple soft touches finally into the basket in the fourth quarter. One of the most dramatic field goals of the Plus League season. Tyler spinning, but Manigault reaches in for the foul. Kenny, that was already halfway spinning the other way. As you see Q, offensive board, dunk, and a delayed made basket. Post up on Q, so it's Oscar back to Artino. He'll try from deep, but it's a brick. And look what I find. Jeremy Tyler. This is the close one. For a chance to cut into this deficit. Manigault flying past one and somehow getting the clutch off, but there's a foul. Oh, a little bit extra stuff as the referees quickly get in the middle of it. Looks like cooler heads will prevail now, but would have been an incredible layup by Kenny Manigault that eventually bounced out. Looks like the referees might go to the monitor. Kenny Manigault looks like it might have been spun down by Tyler. Ball doesn't come down, nobody caught up in the air, so when they had to fight for it on the ground, some of the extra stuff came in. And another review by the referees at the monitor. In the first half, it was a couple of out-of-bounds plays. But this one, maybe a possible unsportsmanlike situation going on. Not too long after, the referees indicate just a common foul, perhaps certainly some verbal warnings to be issued. Funny that Jeremy Tyler just, shall we say, led Manigault. Left Manigault? Down to the floor. Of course, I think Kenny took exception to him standing over the down player. Joseph Lin, back to James, back to Manigault. Moving right, head shake, nothing opening up. So Amigo from the left corner. It's a swish and a big bucket for the Kings. Lead for the Lioneers is 6. Joseph Lin reaching in there for the foul. Late in the shot clock, Yang Jingmi bailing out his team. Seen his free throw shooting decrease in this third season just by a tear. Oscar attacking off the dribble to Artino, spins into some trouble, but gets the finish anyways. Deflected pass, Joseph Lin choosing to attack. Quick fire pass over the heads of Q and James, who seem to be overlapping on every play. Hall with 10 points in the first half, forced out. Quick to the basket, Tyler will put it in softly, this time taking advantage of a close range shot. Still leading the game with 19 personal points. Hugo seemed to be waiting for Mickey. He'll get the foul out of it. Mickey might be experienced, but not nearly as experienced as Ego. See Tyler patient with it. Created some distance from the very strong shot blocking of Quincy Davis, and with a right-handed layup. Without Byron Mullins, Quincy Davis is the only king with more than 1 block per game at 1.3. Amigo, his first points was that three-pointer. Kings look like they're scheming to switch a lot. Joseph jumps up on Mickey, who finally gets the pass to Tyler. The double comes, he slipped with it. And it's a little 2-on-2 the other way as Kenny Manigault tied up by Oscar. They have some words. Shooting foul, free throws coming up. Tyler spinning through. Thought he was hit on that turn. Just a little communication, the referees say. You might notice the Lioneers got the Village on the back of their jerseys now. Announcing recently a new partnership with a local brand now, but previously kind of an important behind-the-scenes player in Taiwan basketball. Those free throws make it a 7-point deficit for the Kings. Motion offense for the Lioneers as Hsinchu lines up a 28-footer. It's in. Good response by the Lioneers. Hsinchu out of Jiangxi University finished second in the UBA competition. To James, his mid-range off the mark as a little bit of a tie-up on the rebound. They're going to call it on Jeremy Tyler as Quincy Davis' long arms were in the mix. Kings cutting down the lead as we head to our first break of the second half.
我们2楼、3楼的啦啦队也一并放送，所以不要担心，每个位置我们都有人派代表去丢礼物。
这边呢，我觉得刚才这一群小朋友表现得非常好，所以我决定在那边至少丢3个以上给你们啊！大家要跟他们多多学习啊！他们有自己喊出第一份跟 Let's Go Kings。
我们 Queens 也在上面一起发放礼物哦，大家可以注意一下，都在你们的身边。有需要的朋友记得发出噪音。
Don't miss the next Plus League fan vote, where yesterday they concluded, excuse me, my colleagues concluded the March MVP vote. You gotta tap in and subscribe to the Plus League official line account. New Taipei Queens share some of the Kings posters. As the home team down by 10 points, just about halfway through the third quarter. Amigo got his first points on the game. Not quite enough, as William Martino has 6 points, a lot of those in transition. Amigo will try from deep range. Yesterday's contest, Yang Jiming played 33, almost 34 minutes. There's a whistle that it sounded like all the players heard. It'll be 4 fouls apiece for a chance to get JJ Gianota on the floor. Martino and Quincy Davis in there. Q now has 3 personal fouls. And his starter, you could say, already with 5 in Omar. Oscar maneuvering right. They say block from the side. And now he fouls. Now look, Oscar capable of driving really on both sides, both hands, either hand. Free throws for Gao Guohao. Always one of the Lioneers' better free throw shooters. This season, 77%. One higher on the Lioneers, who's also, quote-unquote, in the qualifying range for attempts. Team Hall at 78%. Oscar filling up the stat sheet and all the boxes. Makes 1 of 2. Back to a 11-point lead. Double screen for Joe as Junhao tries to stick with him. He'll get to the cup and lay it in with the right hand. A lot of pressure as they finally get it in, but Manigal ambushes the pass. He gets the foul out of William Martino going to the rack. Not giving up on the offensive side, you could say. Joseph Lin slicing and scoring his first points of the game. Kenny Manigault, the leading scorer for the Kings, now with 14. Two for 2 for Kenny. The second Kenny on the player side of things. Besides Kenny Chen with the Dreamers. Julian Hall goes around the world, but leaves Song Shin in the corner. And Evans spinning into a pass, but they call a foul. Gianota looks like tied him up. There you see Amigo reaching down and not only jarring the ball free illegally, sending Evan to the floor. clinks the first free throw. I don't think any Lioneer has missed both free throws on a trip. They are 9 for 15. Make it 9 for 16 as I need to double check what that giveaway is, but certainly makes the home fans happy. Little 1-4 set as Artino reaches in there and gets the strip. One man to beat. He slams it home with the right hand. Quickly down the floor, the Kings get the counter. Manigault missing with the little floater there. They'll try to settle things down on the left side. Oscar guarding. And he'll get the steal. A little careless both ways. Lee Jarre will get the lay-in. No movement by the Kings, though, on their bench. Quincy Davis, nice find. And so maybe the Kings don't need a timeout. We're looking for a Tyler as the ball is poked away. Davis maneuvering around Durian Hall. They have numbers. It's going to be Kenny Manigault with the tray. Leaves it short as Oscar will jog it up the floor. About 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Martino all day long, he drains the three. Right now the Lioneers rising up to the challenge of playing on the road against the #1 team in the Plus League. Out of the ball screen, Amigo will go to the rack. They'll get free throws out of it to the disbelief of Willie Martino. Yeah, previously surprised Kenny Manigault with that big left-handed dunk, followed by the three-pointer. Right now his points are coming in a very well-needed bunch, but he'll go to the bench first. First free throw made by Amigo. He had 16 points in yesterday's action. Only 1 of 8 shooting threes, though. Gets them both. He'll get subbed out for Yang Hsinchu. The lead is 10 points. Not exactly two long-range shooters. As Evan trying to finish through contact. Not able to. Second chance though. Tyler will aim it up. Yes! Now 22 points, 9 of 20 shooting. Breaking that, or keeping the Kings in it. A quick foul by Hsinchu. Assist to Oscar. He's leading the team with 6 assists now. Lee Cayenne will adjust his jersey before stepping up to the line. His first attempts of the night. Here with the first one. Good with the second. He and Joe, funny enough, are tied at 71% free throw shooters on the season. Perhaps friendly competitor for the starting job. Chen have a post up, left in the air, and get the follow-up putback. Lioneer went down, but play continues as Evan gets the block from behind. Oscar misses the dribble and has to throw it wildly back inbounds. Tyler, the recipient, maneuvers around Kyle as Zimbori. Oh, that's his favorite shot, the close-range bank. And again, it's a offensive rebound and putback as mean mug from Tyler. I don't know to the referees or to a king. Lee Kyan throws it into a turnover, though. Big skip pass at Zimbori. A little bit shy to attack. Will let Oscar call the play. They got the switch, but Oscar will fire away. No good. I don't know if that was the most advisable shot, though he did really have the space in the mismatch. Ryan spins around Evan. And then matched up by Oscar to JJ. Down to Hsinchu. Getting it on target, and it falls. Not the prettiest offense, but a little bit of ball movement sure doesn't hurt. Now Hsinchu's line is 6 points. Good, taking the steps, floating it up, but in and out. Kyle behind the shoulders as Q is stopped at the rim, but on the follow-up, he gets the putback. And the Lioneers electing to call timeout. Just under 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Right now, as we mentioned, not exactly the most efficient game from both teams, but the effort plays what's really making it happen. You might recall Jeremy Tyler went down with the knee-to-knee contact before and kind of just bumped out of the way as Quincy Davis fighting hard through that possession.
Stay straight up at the rim. Stay straight up at the rim. If they go.
Quincy Davis, when the Kings only have one import, being Kenny Mandigal, averaging 14 points there on the right side column, 12 rebounds, and his playing time up to 31 minutes per game, whereas almost just under 9 points in 21 minutes played. While, of course, Byron Mullins, strong candidate for import of the year, was really the front line, a center for the Kings.
Young, you flags, Kyle, we have Young. You got JJ for the pitch back for 3, okay? Hey, let's get one stop. One stop. One stop, all right? One stop. Here we go. Let's go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Two up. Two up.
The Lioneers, wonder if they're going to go for a 2-for-1 here. They only have under 39 seconds. You want to take that shot with about 32 to 30 seconds left. Quincy Davis will sit for this next stretch. Meanwhile, the Lioneers have both their imports in. Final adjustments are finally being made out there. Short inbound to Artino, back to Oscar, so it looks like they'll be running some clock. Picked by Kyle as Oscar made contact, and the referee, for now, signaling unsportsmanlike, and I don't think they'll be going to the monitor. There you see Oscar with the left arm. Hot tying up Kyle, and not very much the Lioneers can say about that one. But a missed free throw, a little too casual. But an 0 for 2 trip as Lee Cayenne. Sometimes you feel like he's an excellent free throw shooter, but some other times he really wastes these opportunities. He is, as mentioned, a 71% free throw shooter, only 35 attempts before tonight. Venti in, he pushes on Kyle's face as you only have 14 seconds. Ball gets loose, and if the Lioneers can hold for a last shot. Lee Cayenne called for the foul in transition. As much as he's complaining, I think I'd be more mad at he's missing 2 free throws and coughing the ball up on the other side. I think it bears repeating, both teams are not playing their best right now. Oscar drains the first free throw. And a second, so instead of the Kings feeling really strong about 2 made free throws and maybe a basket, it's the Lioneers. Oscar free throw made until Hsinchu now slicing to the right side, putting it on target. Q couldn't get the putback. Venti beating the clock, but it's a wild miss. Miss on the putback. They say it wouldn't have counted anyway, so we'll head to the last break. Lioneers 72, Kings 59.
上方的大荧幕 ，Hello， 我是你们的主持人汉迪和格力。那在我旁边呢，是我在第3节找到的幸运球迷朋友。来，上面呢是我们哪位禁卫军 ？A 林书伟 ，B 曾宇豪 ，C 洪志善 ，D 简佑哲。3、2、1 ，C 洪志善，恭喜答对。来下一张，我来了。 A 李凯燕 ，B 林金宝 ，C 李维婷 ，D 高承恩。3、2、1，没错 ，D 高承恩。接下来来到最后一题了 ，A 苏志轩 ，B 简佑哲 ，C 范宁高 ，D 李瑞奇。来，准备好了吗？最后题，3、2、1。 恭喜答对！小时候比2，长大比3的 B 简佑哲，恭喜你获得由我们 Brick Papa 跟新北国王所提供的惊喜礼盒一个，恭喜你！那希望呢在下半场继续帮我们新北国王加油打气，继续为我们新北国王应援。
Start of the 4th quarter. As mentioned, the Lioneers, relatively speaking, a strong performance against the Kings. We just concluded the highest scoring quarter of the game, a combined 53 points. An uptick from 41 in the second quarter and 38 in the first quarter. So by trend, it looks like we're headed for a finish with a lot of fireworks, but just statistically speaking, that's what I can guess. Willem Martino for the Lioneers. The import is Kenny Manigault, probably going to play all 12 minutes here. He jumps up to try to get the steal. Tendrinan, he'll get it. Kenny Manigault, two hands with the showtime. Well, that's a way to start if you're the home team. Had that alley-oop assist to Quincy Davis in the first half, but it's Kenny Manigault with the first dunk of the first quarter as William Martino calmly erases that 2 points chase by the Kings. Now crossing over to Hall, off target with the layup. Omar, of course, in foul trouble, if you could call it that, as he generates with a one-handed stuff. The Lioneers cheering section going berserk. I've been usually only a dunker in transition. Kenny Manigault will try from three, and it's out. Lioneers taking the momentum right back. Martino probing from the top. Not great spacing. Oscar will launch. Sonny Shin will walk into that rebound. Down low as Evan getting the foul on the bit short of Tendrinan, but of course with the wingspan and everything, that's quite a bigger difference. But you see Artino doubled, and JJ fell asleep there. Gare, also funny enough, a left-handed shooter, but seems to like to dunk with the right hand a little bit more. Former Captain Evan. Can't make the first, though. Very shy three-point shooter. He's capable of hitting them, but as his Plus League career has gone on, the opponents are leaving him open on the outside, and he's choosing to not take them. Rebound to Evan. Their lead is 16. Martino and Q a little tied up, running down the floor. Hand checks can't stop as Evan will drill the three, forcing the Kings to call timeout. Frustration from the bench, frustration from the players on the floor. One last timeout as the Lioneers are surging.
What you gonna do with that dessert?
尖叫声给我们新北国王队 New Taipei Queens。
on a second day of a 5-day long weekend. Getting a look at some of the fans in attendance. I don't know if I can divulge industry secrets, but I definitely have seen a couple familiar faces, whether broadcast or whether team personnel, sitting around in the arena, enjoying some basketball, even on their days off. As you see Evan rising above and dunking, putting poor Omar on the poster. Smartly cutting as Kenny Manigault wants a double. A lot of defensive pressure on Lee Kayet. He finds JJ. Cannot score on the pin down screen. Oscar flinging it up. Thought he had contact there. Now he's got to get back on defense. Hsinchu behind the back and will get the foul. For all his ups and downs, he's sure not shy to keep trying. Whether it was Julian Hall shoving his shoulder into him or Artino stepping over to help. The rebounding margin big for the Lioneers, 52-39. Now working left, Hsinchu now will try with a jump shot. Artino with another board. Foul on this side. Will Martino now with double-digit rebounds. Jeremy Tyler sitting previously will check in. He's got 24 points, 11 rebounds. Martino will go off to enthusiastic row of high fives. Oscar moving right, trying to be physical with Kyle, but picked up his dribble. Artino will try, and the ball eventually finds its way to Manigault's hands. One man to beat. He'll get the lane around Evan. Not an insurmountable lead for the Kings, but they gotta defend much better than earlier in the quarter. So the Lioneers overlap. Now Tunerhog starting the attack, picks up the dribble. Easy swat away from Q. 2 on one side. JJ will try from 3 and again off. Averaging about 7 points a game, but Jayota now 0 for 5 on the game. Doesn't seem to be willing to shoot from 3 as Kenny Manigault jumps really high, getting the block, but they say it's goaltending. Stern warning from the referees to Jeremy Tyler. Indeed, a goaltending, but a little bit of extra stuff afterwards. Through contact. The Lioneers, might hear them quite often say, 要回我们应该的东西 or get what we deserve. As Kenny Manigault didn't get the block, but got the 2 points the other way. Q turned around, commits the foul. There you see taking on Junior Hall, no problem. Unaffected. Tyler makes his 3rd free throw of the game. And another one. little drive and kick game for a 3. Bounced out. And they'll say it'll stay with the Lioneers, but they already failed their challenge. The trail referee did have the best eye on it. Kyle with the right hand will miss. Oscar getting it back, but Manigault's on him. Got him crossed over, but choosing the pass as Junior Hall will step on the sideline. And for some reason, my eyes went straight to Greg. He gestured toward Oscar to take Manigault. You already had him crossed over. Now that's, you could say, a sign of respect to the defender. Oscar is the team captain, only 24 years old. Jinbang and Venti in. Junan trying to step through, puts it on target, but it's a miss. Tyler with the quick turnaround, rattles in the jumper. Jinbang had an opening, but doesn't take the layup. Right now things are a little out of sorts, and now Tyler committing an off-ball foul. I'm getting a feeling that he's almost intentionally being a little irritating. Easy turnaround that you practice all the time, then a little bit extra handiness as the Lioneers will make a sub with their imports. And they're right now, once again, trying to get Tyler off the floor. And that delay is letting Omar in. Out of the baseline, JJ will try. He'll get fouled and one. Oh, he said he was cold before. Well, maybe just up the difficulty. Set play with Omar fresh in the game. He hit him up top and he crashed into him down low too. Martino trying to make an argument for himself, but it's really hard to convince this broadcaster otherwise. And that's a 4-point play. Jinbang was guarding Evan closely. Martino will step through, but he's called for traveling. And just like that, Lioneers are gonna get Tyler in for Artino. Nicky forcing that pass as Venti getting it back to Ling Jingbang. Nice dream shake. I guess if you don't make the basket, it's just a normal shake. Boy, I could use a shake right now. 24 degrees outside as Evan almost getting the spinning layup. But not that easy from that angle. JJ coming around but not taking the shot. Ling Jingbang over the shoulder with a hook. A couple misses for the veteran. Another made shot for Tyler. A little bit of a microwave effect in this fourth quarter. Oh, Mickey fouls. It's not a smart one. Trying to be physical out on the perimeter, but the Kings will have free throws the rest of the way. Now up against Omar. Even taking his time. Tyler has 32 points, matching his last game in Taichung against the Dreamers. Venti will take the deep three, no good. The Kings do have a lot of their younger players in there as Mickey taking a little too deep. Careless pass. That's on Ling Jingbang. He is having one of the worst fourth quarters of his, most of the time, prestigious career, having been a multiple-time SPL champion. Tyler attacking from the right side, overpowers the Kings defense. JJ foot on the line. The Kings right now struggling to score at all. The lowest point total at home this season is 74. Benji with a bad miss there. 3.5 to go. Understandably, Manigault getting some rest, having to play huge minutes in yesterday's game. Of course, playing hard in this one as well. Benjamin tripped up, and Mickey a little bit late with that defensive slide. Substitutions for both teams. Oscar will go out for the Lioneers. Maybe only the 10 points, but also throw in 5 rebounds and 7 assists. One of the rare times we've heard the Lioneers fans in a while starting a chant for the road team. Just over 3 minutes to go. Coach Greg calling a timeout. Perhaps finally getting the chance to rotate some of his back-end guys if he should choose at this stage of the game.
We play hard until the last second of the game. 7 points, timeout, up 20 is bullshit. So guys, we're gonna be in 12 here. 12. Full court ball pressure. Be into the fucking ball. Let's show your hand. No dumb fouls. Offensively.
给到嘉瑞 ，Where is JT？JT 胜，不，比利，等到10秒，可以了，可以吗？不给他压迫。
All game, it's been Jeremy Tyler providing a strong scoring effort for the Lioneers. He has 34 points, but Willie Martino coming in strong in the second half. He's now got 16 points as the Lioneers have to count on their import scoring this season. Get the most out of their import scoring, 45% of their team's points, which is #1 in the league. The league average is 42 points, but that's a step down from last year between mostly Sim Bular and Nick Faust, who are scoring 50% of their points, with the plus league average at 38. Lin Xinfang will miss the close one. Also not exactly hustling back until now. Kings zoned up. Evan take a tricky step back. With all that defensive attention on Tyler. Now will be step back in the zone. Getting a piece of the side of the backboard though. Only 12 points on the fourth quarter for the New Taipei Kings. Tyler again from that corner, but this one swirls out. Little pick and roll, but Xingzi run into a intimidating defender in Tyler. Gonna have to go Tian Hao. Floats it up, and all you heard was nylon. He's got his first points on the game. G-Bomb try to increase the range, but another miss. The only player to not make it out on the floor is number 15, Zheng Yuhao. Tyler jabbing away, then swishing the three. He flashes a smile. Maybe on his way to a second victory after he made his debut with the Lioneers against the Steelers. Can't get the seal off the basket. It's a venti miss three. Ball screen, pops, and keep on piling on. Jeremy Tyler now with a 40-piece. Hoping for an opportunity. Lin Xinfang will finally get a basket to go. As the Lioneers coming into Hsinchu and taking the victory, as mentioned before, one they really needed. 98-73 is the final. As the two teams will break their huddles right around the jump circle. Jarre donning the headset, joining our post-game coverage. Interview with Shin and Eddie coming up. As mentioned, the Lioneers lost 9 out of their last 10 including 2 in a row. Asked about the key to the
今天
victory.
这场比赛就是因为前面我们一直在连败嘛，然后输的场次比较多，然后这场就是大家有把就是要团队的东西打出来，然后虽然说中间还是有很多瑕疵，但是就是至少大家的心都是在一起的，就是想要赢一场球这样。对。
Evan sharing that the team has maintained their work, and so
其实就是因为我们的乌有被包夹嘛，然后我想说，因为我的人去包夹他，我就 follow 进去，对，然后刚好就有一个机会这样。其实没有就是我想说，就是如果被打火锅就算了，就是至少要把企图心打出来。
Evan previously sharing.
其实就是大家都蛮 care 就是这一场球赛的，所以我们必须要打得更强势，然后尤其是在对方又缺了一个洋将之下，对。
That he just wanted to show some aggression and certainly helping the team out.
当然赢球就是首要目标嘛，然后但是就是后面的球队也慢慢在就是距离拉得更近，所以我们其实首先就要做好就是把自己团队要打出来的东西，然后教练交代我们的东西把它做好，对。谢谢。
Evan, thanks for joining our post game. Couldn't even leave this broadcast or time to translate. We'll catch you after these messages. Wrap things up. From Hsinchu. Final score, 98-73. The Lioneers getting their third win on the road of the season, as we mentioned. Trying to really make a dramatic improvement in that department, only having 4 home games left on the season. The next game coming up on the Plus League schedule, Tuesday night, coming up. Taipei Fubon Braves, after getting the victory against the Dreamers, go up against the Pilots. On behalf of So Tseng and Yao Zong, 6 teams in the league and our league operations, I've been Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.